Right, good morning. And it is a very good morning because I'm back in one of my absolute favorite places in the world. This is Kaohsiung, and today we're fishing on the legendary Tan, or Lotus Lake. And this place has to be one of the most famous fishing spots in Taiwan. It seems to me that every angler in Taiwan has fished here at some point before. And the main species that anglers here target, it's going to surprise you, is peacock bass. There are a lot of them in this lake, and they don't get very big, but they can be really fun, especially if you have a good day catching a lot of them. Your best chance is if you get down here just before sunrise. I planned to do that today and failed a little bit, but not to worry because the weather is looking great. I don't think it's going to be long before I'm taking this jacket off, and I've got a few hours that I can spend on the lake today. Now I'm going to try and catch these fish first on my ultralight setup because why not? And I've been told the peacocks in here love a small pink soft plastic. So that's exactly what we're going to start with. Let's give it a go. I'm so happy to be back in Kaohsiung, man. I really love it here. This place, I don't know why, it just has a really positive, chilled feeling for me. It's a big city, but it's really chilled and quiet. And I think the best way to sum it up is, as I got out the taxi here, within 2 minutes, two old guys had said good morning to me. They said, have a nice day. People are really friendly, really laid back. I come here every year because my girlfriend has some family down here, but we only ever stay for one day. And every single year I regret that. So this year I've booked myself a couple of days down here to spend a little bit more time. And as for this lake, as you can see, it's actually really big. Over on the opposite bank are the dragon and tiger pagodas, which are kind of one of the things, I guess, that you should come and see if you're in Kaohsiung. But unfortunately, fishing is not allowed over that side. You can only fish from this bank, the eastern bank. And anyway, it's all really clearly marked out if you're not sure. But there's still plenty of water to go out all along this bank. So today, I'm not going to spend too much time in one spot. I'm going to make a few casts, and if we don't catch anything, we'll move on quickly. Oh my god, what the hell? That was a snakehead, absolutely flying out the water. I reckon I probably cast over it and spooked it, and it's absolutely dolphined. Never seen that before. Let's give this a try. Duo spearhead Ryuki. Not had any luck yet, but we will. We're gonna catch. You know, sometimes, not very often, you just get that feeling that things are gonna go quite well. Could be famous last words. Who cares? I'm having a great day today. A couple of fish will really make it. Well, that was an absolute disaster. Don't listen to anything I told you about this place being great. I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. But in all seriousness, that did not go well at all. In Chinese, they call that da gui, which means to do a turtle. In England, we call it a big fat blank. I caught nothing, not even a sniff. I saw one tiny peacock bass in the side, and that was as close as we got. I tried everything. I tried bigger jerk baits, smaller minnows, soft plastics. I had a little go with top water. I even tried a popper. In the end, I kind of split my tactics, and I was fishing a little soft plastic alongside the edge and then chucking a bigger jerk bait out into the middle, but absolutely nothing happened, and that's how it goes sometimes. But you know what? We're not going to get too downbeat because we've still got another day left, maybe a day and a half. And tomorrow I'm going to go and do a bit of exploring. Don't let it put you off, because I do think you can come and have a really fun day's fishing at this place. But for today, I've got to write that off. And to make it a little bit worse, I've now got to go and sit behind a laptop in my hotel room for 8 hours. It happens. Good morning, it's another lovely, warm and sunny morning here in Kaohsiung, and the plan for today, we're going to go and rent a bike and explore the coast along here, see if we can find some spots. But first things first, let's go get a little bit of breakfast. Well, slight problem, I couldn't find any bike rental shops that were open. The only one I did find only had scooters and e-bikes. So, U-Bike it is. This is Taiwan's public bike provider, I guess. And you can unlock them with an app. And they're actually pretty good. Let's see if they're good enough to get up this mountain. So for U-Bike, all you have to do is download the app. You have to put in some details, and it can be a little bit complicated, but as a foreigner, you can get, I can't remember, I think it's like 5 or 6 days pretty easily. You just have to pay a deposit, and then you use the app to unlock the bikes, and you're off. And I've got to say that compared to some other kind of public bike systems, the U-Bikes in Taiwan are actually really, really good. 3 gears. Some of them have got that little, you know, that electric thing where you can kind of pedal and it kind of assists your pedaling. This is just a normal one. But anyway, we are off. Let's go. Me and my girlfriend have a little bit of a tradition. Every time we come to Kaohsiung, we take the U-Bikes and then we ride through this tunnel. And then here at the other end is the National Sun Yat-sen University. And it's located in such a cool little area. This little bay area is called Wan, and it's one of my favorite places in all of Taiwan. It's such a great little place to take a ride or a walk. And when I come here, I always wish that I'd had the chance to come and study at this university. It's so nice. I love this place. It's going to be hard work though. I bet not many people have done this on a U-Bike. Been getting a few strange looks already. Monkey, look at that. So cool. this is it, we made it. This is the area that I've been planning to fish today. This is Kaohsiung Pier, and it's like a little old disused fishing port. It's such a cool place. It's fully doable on a U-bike. It was a little bit hard going at some times, but it's only taken me about maybe 30 minutes to get here, and I'm by no means a cyclist. So we're gonna give it a go. And to be honest, I've wanted to ride along here for many years, so just being here is cool. If we can catch a few fish, it's gonna be absolutely perfect. And we're gonna kick off with the ultralight setup, I think. Let's get out on the rocks and see if we can catch 1 or 2 fish. Oh man, this is so cool. I love this kind of fishing. This place, there's nobody here. This place feels like one of them kind of secret spots that you stumble upon. It's such a nice little place. Honestly, catching a few fish is gonna absolutely make my trip. Don't care what they are. My plan, I'm gonna start off fishing in this little port area. I'm hoping there might be some similar species to what I was catching in the port in Geelong. So maybe some baby barracuda, a couple of different kind of small trevally species, just random things like that. I don't see why they wouldn't be holed up in this kind of calm area. But I've got no idea how the conditions are going to affect the fishing today. I had a quick look on Google, and apparently the tide is going to be high later this afternoon, so it's on the way in, which I think should be good. But it's very hot and very bright, so I'm not sure if that's going to be good. Depending on how that goes, I might go and have a go in the open sea with some little soft crayfish baits or something like that. Oh my word, I don't think I'm getting that back. Oh my gosh. Wow. What was that? That must have been some kind of grouper. Oh, still got the hook. Well, I was never going to land that on this tackle, but something just absolutely, I saw it come up and wallop that, and then absolutely took off into the rocks. Oh dear. Wow. I've just been for a break and to get out the sun for a bit. It's so hot today and there's not a lot of shade out here. So I sat in a little cafe on the hill and had a coffee, and it's so nice up here. You know, sometimes when you're in Taiwan, it doesn't really feel like a subtropical island when you're in the big cities, but here it absolutely does. It's giving me kind of Thailand vibes around here. Every time I come back to Kaohsiung, I always think I could live here. It's got all the best points of Taiwan, I think. Like, it's super chilled out, it's very convenient, there's nature everywhere, and the people are really warm and really nice. Every time I come, I always think I could move here. The one thing it hasn't got so far though is any fish for me, so let's get back to work. Well, we haven't managed to bite with what we've been doing so far, so I'm gonna roll the dice and we're gonna try something different. We've switched to a free rig with a little 7-gram sinker and a small kind of crayfish bait. And I'm just gonna bounce this along the rocks now and see if we can pick up a fish from the bottom. I think it's got a decent chance. Just depends on how kind of snaggy and rough the rocks are, but at the moment it's bumping along okay. Fingers crossed. I really want to bring you a fish from Kaohsiung. Yeah, that's good. I just hit the rock and it rolled down. That's what I want. I want it right under that rock. Yes, it's a fish, it's a fish, it's a fish. Okay. Well, we've caught something. It looks very much like a scorpion fish that we catch in Spain. Definitely looks a bit poisonous, that one. At least we caught something. Back you go then, into the rocks. That's it, unfortunately, they've run out of time. I don't really want to be riding back on those roads in the dark, so at least we caught something. And you know what? Shouldn't underestimate that achievement, you know, when you go somewhere that's completely new, without any real knowledge, just to catch something is not bad. So I'm quite pleased with that. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but we did catch something. Anyway, it's not over just yet. I've got one more morning tomorrow, and I think I've got one more early rise in me. So we'll get back down the Lotus Lake and see if we can do a bit better there this time. Morning. As you can see, we're back on the Lotus Lake today. And I've made it down at the right time. It's just starting to get light. We only got a couple of hours this morning, but let's see if we can just put 1 or 2 fish on the bank and just make the trip. One thing that you might get when you come out fishing in public parks early in the morning in Taiwan is you might encounter a few aunties doing a bit of morning exercise and listening to music. It's quite nice actually, fishing along here with this music in the background. Yes, fish, 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 fish. Oh my God, I think it's a pleco. It is a pleco. It is a pleco. Oh my word. Caught, oh my God, it is caught square in the mouth. What on earth? Well, that was not on the species list for today. Oh wow, look at that. That is a big pleco, known here as a lesoyu, which means trash fish, rubbish fish. And look at that, it's caught square in the mouth on the lure. So when I said this lake had a variety of species to go at, that was not one of the ones that I was expecting to catch, but does it save a blank? Maybe. Well, that's it. It's time to call it a day. I'm not sure what's going on with the peacock bass in this lake at the moment. Maybe the sudden increase in temperature has just switched them into spawning mode, because I've tried absolutely everything fished up and down the lake and we've not even got close. But it is what it is. To be honest, the fishing in Kaohsiung in general has been a little bit disappointing, but at least we've caught something and we've been able to fish in some really cool and very easily accessible spots. So don't let it put you off. And regardless of the fishing, I always love coming to Kaohsiung, so no regrets there. And at least we did really well in Tainan, so that makes up for it. Anyway, thanks for watching if you've made it this far. Stay tuned because I've got at least one more fishing trip planned back up in the north, and I'm going to be fishing for probably my favourite species to catch in Taiwan. Thank you very much and see you on the next one.